Chris and I are doing a little hot summertime fishing today. We're out here in the middle of July. Water temperature is about 90 degrees. And, whoa, don't jump out of the boat. And the air temperature is about 100. It's a hot summertime day. And I don't know what we're gonna catch them on. Caught this one on an old neon spot. We might try a salt crawl. We might try some poppars. Here, baby, I don't wanna hurt you. But you can catch fish in the summertime. We'll be talking about some of the ways to catch them, and that's a good summertime bass. We could catch a few like that, that'd be a good day, wouldn't it, honey?
That sure would.
I guarantee you, that is a beautiful, beautiful summertime bass right
nice,
there.
healthy fish.
It is. Boy, I thought that's a 4 or 5 pound fish, but I thought it was bigger than that. Beautiful. Goodbye, baby. Summertime, springtime, wintertime, don't matter what kind of time, that's the best thing to do with them big fish like that, turn them loose. Want something to eat? Keep them small ones. Or better yet, get you some road runners, catch you a big old mess of crappie to keep. Well, that's not bad.
Not bad.
Chris and I have been fishing about an hour or so, and we hadn't caught a single fish. She had a couple blow-ups on her topwater, but it can be pretty hard to catch them in the summertime. It can be pretty tough. One of the key things is getting around a lot of cover. You see, we got trees, we got moss, we got grass, we got lots of stuff for the fish to be in.
Do you have another one?
No, I'm just trying to catch a tree.
No.
That's a good start, baby.
Well, honey, you know, I got those first 2 hits out of the moss.
Yeah.
You haven't got me close to any moss since then.
Well, now, I've got you close to moss.
No, every time I've gotten close to moss, I've gotten a hit on that top
You just
water.
have to be able to make long casts is all.
Okay. Oh, there he is.
You got him, huh? You're probably throwing out there in 8 or 9 foot of water. So many fish suspend. Oh, that's a nice fish. That is a good one. Golly. Staying down, isn't he?
He sure is.
You don't want to jump.
Little guy.
He jumped in, didn't he? I didn't see him. How big is he?
Oh, about
2 pounds?
no, I think he's about 5 or 6 pounds.
Really? Are you serious?
Probably.
I saw him under the water. I got a glimpse of him. He looked pretty big.
Why don't you come back here and get a good close look at him?
You want me to get him for you?
Yeah. He might not be that big.
You want me to get him for you?
I'll let you.
I don't know what's going to happen to the boat when I get him. Bring him up here toward the front. Maybe I can run the trolling motor and everything. Golly, that's a nice fish. Wow, that's a nice fish.
He did just have
I see
one.
why you want me to get him.
He did just have one hook in him.
There's no way to get a hold of him. Oh, he bit my finger. Golly, that is a beauty. Woo! That is a dandy, honey. I mean, a dandy.
I got my money's worth out of him. He hit a long ways out there.
Woo, look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Fish, yeah.
That is a beauty right there. You want me to turn him loose for you?
Yes, please.
Goodbye, sugar. Way to go, honey.
Boy, that fish was way, way out there. I had made a long, long cast.
It was like the very end of the throw, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was. And
He was probably out there in 8 or 9, 10 foot of water.
of course, I had just rigged this new reel up this morning, too, and I hadn't tightened the drag down, so that made it a little more fun.
Did you put green fishing line on there?
I put green 20-pound test.
You know, most
X2.
places that you fish, anywhere in the country, in the summertime, the water is the clearest it's going to be, anywhere you're fishing. And that's when that, you know, that low visibility green really comes in. The clearer the water you are, the more you want that line to be very difficult for the fish to see. And normally you want to fish with a little bit smaller fishing line than you do, you know, any other time of the year.
Well, I've got 20-pound test on this.
But, however, sometimes 20-pound test is great.
I knew this lake had a lot of
with 30.
stumps. A lot of stumps and a lot of big fish.
A lot of stumps and a lot of big fish. But if you're fishing with that low visibility green, you can use a lot bigger line. I've got 14 on here is what I've got. That's why I'm catching more fish than her.
We're just getting started, honey.
So far. Well, I think we're about to figure out how to catch them. Well, we went for a long time. Chris and I fished for an hour or 2 hours without a bite. Without a bite. And we're still not just catching them every throw, but at least we're finally figuring out what to do. Chunk and wind, that's what to do.
Well,
He was out there in that top. Whoa, yes. Yes. Just what I said earlier, in that heavy brush in that top. Whoa, that's a strong one. Oh, I'm gonna push my button on that fish.
That's a good one.
Isn't he a dandy?
Mm-hmm.
Look at him, he pulling the boat. Where you going, buddy? There he comes again. I got my neon spot hung up, Chris, and I put on a fire tiger.
Oh, you sure did, didn't you?
Got that on that big fire tiger. Oh, he is buttoned up, isn't he?
Oh, why you caught it? They're glad to see a different color come through.
He is buttoned up. Looky there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is buttoned up. He's got his mouth. He had his mouth just plumb shut. There you go, booger. That's a good fish right there. Boy, that is a nice, pretty fish. See you, baby. He was up there in that brush top, honey. That fish was only in probably about 2 foot of water. But he was in that top.
Should have bit my topwater, shouldn't it?
Well, the only thing is I caught him before you had a chance to throw your
Yeah, I
topwater up
noticed
there.
that. I noticed that.
Yee. I would try standing up and running this trolling motor. I would probably hit a tree and fall in the lake.
Probably.
I think I want to pass on falling in the lake. I'll tell you what I'll do, though. I'll get you up around that top again. What do you think about that? Would you like
Well,
that?
that would be nice.
Boy, I tell you, we're having a hard time catching them, but they're nice when you catch one. That's just what I said when we first started. Get in the heaviest possible cover that you can find in the summertime. A couple reasons for that. One, if they get in this moss, as you see all these big moss piles laying around, if they get in that moss, that's going to be 5 to 8 degrees cooler than it is in the rest of the lake. And then, of course, around those trees and stuff, again, they get down in that shade, and they're just trying to seek out a little bit lower pH or trying to seek out a little bit lower water temperature. Oh, there he is, Chris. There he is.
Got one?
Yes, I do.
Back to all these brush tops, huh?
He feels like a dandy, too. I'm telling you, he feels like a dandy. He's not coming up. He's just holding down hard.
Is he hung, or is
he? This is a heavy fish. This is just a big old heavy fish. Yeah, he's a good one. I'm telling. Whoa! Look at that fish.
I reckon that's a good one.
That's the biggest one.
You
I
rascal.
knew he was just absolutely pulling something incredible.
Ooh, that is a nice one.
Isn't that a dandy? He has ate that bait too. Oh! Did you see how far that bait was down in there? That bait was so far down his mouth and he still got it loose.
They're good at that.
God, that was a 7 or 8 pound fish.
Yes, it was. It was pretty.
Gee whiz. You know, I was just kind of fooling around with him there because I knew he was caught good. He come up and threw that head around there and was gone.
Well, that's one of the shortcomings of this type of bait, though, you know.
It is.